7, the update on facilities projects.
Okay, I'll try to be really brief. You know, I talk less than I write. Just an update, and I think I might have sent it to you already, just a quick snapshot. And John, you know if they started on their schedule with the whole building and they're
I haven't go look at it, but I know a lot of the interior is done.
good. So there's progress on that, and deadline was supposed to be December 1st, I believe is what we negotiated. To have that building done, and it'll be gone, and then next spring we'll figure out exactly what we're going to. There's some other follow-up projects, obviously, Mary, yes, and whatnot. All right, probably the bigger issue is just raising level of awareness with the roof project at the elementary school again. I guess what I've got some materials for you. I'm not looking for a decision tonight for the SAC board. I am looking for some guidance on the process. And I have alluded to it before, and I think it's time to see exactly what I'm talking about. It seems to me with there's some legalities involved because of the size of the project. I believe, and I didn't look them up, but from memory, I believe over $100,000. There has to be a public hearing, and there's a sequence of steps that you have to go through for a major project like that. So it isn't as simple a project as let's call somebody and have them put a roof on. That just is illegal, and we can't be going down that path, obviously. Seems to me options on this, again, so we can work backwards. We want to have this roof project ready to go either at the end of school or even before school ends. That'll be a decision to be made so that it's up and running. So we work backwards. We're probably looking to want to bid the project, and I've talked to way too many people. Probably February and March is a good time for that, and that'll get us on the calendar. I'm just learning lots of stuff. Options and how to guide this process, and this is really where I want you to think about. We can go with an outside consultant, I'll use that term, that would guide the project. That's going to cost a bit of money, and I can explain that in a little bit. I've talked to a group from Benchmarks, Roof and Pavement Consultants. They're out of Cedar Rapids. They were referred, they were the group that our insurance company refers to use. This is what they do. And then through the ISB, the ICAT program, and I've got handouts for the 5 of you. They have another option to guide this process that is through the School Board Association. The other option, as far as outside consultant in my mind, is that you could go out and hire somebody to just do it individually that guides the process. Or the fourth option, really, for you to consider from outside consultant, outside guidance, is going through one of the roofing companies. I'll use Garland as an example. They provide their service free of charge, but you're relegated to buy the roof. And they've got a number of levels of roof. And that Garland's just one. There's other roofs out there, companies that do the same thing. And they provide that service, of course, so they get our business. I kind of stayed away from that primarily because I really was hoping for objectivity. They would be objective in drawing specs and guiding the process. But they add objectivity ends because you're going to put on their kind of roof. That's the reality. And then those are 4 different options. The other side of it is we can just do it ourselves. We can hire somebody to make sure we're doing it legally, get an attorney opinion and follow the law and do that. And then we'll have to use one of our people for internal quality control to make sure that we're comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges. Really need guidance on what we're going to do here, because if we go with an outside consultant that's going to guide the process, then we need to get that person or that company hired. What I found to be the standard, and most of you probably already know this, is that the cost for that is usually about 3% of whatever the construction cost is. And now it varies, some of them divided up by hours, some of them whatever, but that's about what it costs. The quotes that I'll give you here, one was for $10,000 with a limited amount of services. Another one is from Benchmarks, is more comprehensive, and that's $16,000 to do this. It's additional.
Benchmarks is
Benchmarks is one out of Cedar Rapids. That's the one. The insurance steered us in. Yeah. It's called Benchmark Roof and Pavement Consultants. That's there. And I've got handouts for you to look at because as of December, I just want you to think about this. I've been talking about this for a while, but I haven't put anything in your hands. Okay? I don't know why I didn't just say it that way. I could have saved time.
Brent, Benchmark will have a little history on your roofs because I think they've been invited out. They do a free service for EMC,
Okay.
just a walkover. So they probably have a little history, probably over the last 6 to 8 years, I would guess.
Okay.
We talked about the fact that design build firms and a lot of building firms and stuff that you work with now have your own people on staff that can do these things too. So just be cognizant of that if you haven't been involved in a project like that.
I guess the bottom line is I really want to get a roof on that building. And I want to make sure that we set this up for success for a long time.
And Kevin doesn't want to be going to the inspection. This is okay, right?
Well, that's not my cup of tea. I'm going to need some help with that, but if that's what you direct me to do, I'll learn real fast, I guess. But
Put on the roof initially.
Andrew.
Carol?
do you have any questions about what I'm asking from you? For the SAC board, any questions on what I'm asking from you?
To make a decision.
Decision time, how are we going to do this? If you need more information about consulting and that kind of thing, we'll find it and we'll provide it. Just got to let me know. Just so you know, if you were to ask me, you haven't, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I give serious thought to having an outside set of eyes lead this process. That's my opinion.